Hey everyone, it's Aries Mars. Um, like I said, well, it got cut off on the video after this one, but like I was saying, I'm sorry I was gone for a long time. Like I said, I was dealing with some medical issues. I was in the hospital for a couple of days, and like I said, this is gonna be this video after this one is gonna be a triple review. Um, Like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been recording videos. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, but like I said, also the issue will also be explained in other videos. I hope you enjoy. All right. Time. I've been dealing with some medical issues. I'm dealing with diabetes. That's why I got on these glasses right now because it's messing with my eyes. But other than that, I've been doing good. I was in the hospital for about 3-4 days in the beginning of December. But right now I'm just been getting my insulin and meeting with the doctor and going to the diabetic care center, taking classes and personal lessons. So I know I've been falling behind. That's why this review is going to be a triple review. I'm not going to really take long. I'm trying not to take long on this. But other than that, I'm going to try to keep these triple reviews short on all three of these. I'm going to be reviewing American Horror Story Hotel Season 5, episode, hold on one second, episode 8, 9, and 10. That's how far behind I am. I'm playing catch up. Like I said, I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't been feeling well. That's why I really haven't been doing any videos. But now I feel better, and I'm back. All right, here we go. Episode 8 of American Horror Story Hotel, The 10 Commandments. Do I really have to talk about this one? Because everybody suspected Detective Lowe, and guess what? Everybody was correct. Detective Lowe is the 10 Commandment killer. We basically found out the backstory to how he became, and that this wasn't his first time at the hotel. This wasn't his first time with Sally. Yeah, we basically found out Detective Lowe's backstory in this episode and how he became the 10 Commandment killer, how he met with James Marsh, and how Marsh, basically molded him into being the 10 Commandment killer to basically let James's work can continue. That's what I was trying to say. So yeah, we see that Detective Lowe is the 10 Commandment killer. Do I really have to get into this episode? I really do not want to get into this episode, because when I watched this episode, I was like, oh, we knew this was coming. We knew it was coming. Everybody knew it was coming. I know I wasn't the only one that knew this was coming. And basically, in some way, he's trying to deny it, because, he goes to the motel and Sarah takes him to, because he's basically denying it. And then he comes to realization, oh, dang, it is me. So, like I said, I'm not going to spend this much time on this episode, because it was basically, to me, backtracking and him come to the realization that he is the 10 Commandment killer. And, he goes to the morgue and he tells his friend, and his friend basically doesn't believe him. So, okay, on to the next. Episode 9. Episode 9. She wants revenge. As we know in previous episodes, Countess found out that James uh, basically took away the man she really was in love with and sealed him behind a wall in the motel with his wife. They had this little threesome going on. And oh yeah, also, I'm sorry y'all, I'm a little congested as well. I got a little head cold going on too. I live in Utah. It's been snowing. Oh my gosh, it snowed for like 3 days. So we got inches of snow outside. I would let y'all see, but I'm recording right now. It's like a winter wonderland. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone out there. I hope some of y'all are done with Christmas shopping. On to this episode. So she wants revenge. Basically, the Countess has had enough. She has been pushed her edge, and she's basically about to snap. Because, James told her what he did, so she goes to where they were locked up. Then we find out she hired a detective to find them. He finds them. She goes to his motel room. And we know what happens at that motel room, because as soon as she enters the motel room, then we come to her letting Donovan back in. Now, we all know, Donovan, you are dumb as HE double hockey sticks. Like, for real. Like, for real, though. You're dumb. Why would you go back to this woman? I mean, I understand she made you. I know you ain't this crazy in love. Ooh, hold on, y'all. Okay. Sorry. Told you I'm congested. Ooh. Alright. I know you was not this dumb. You was not this crazy in love. Okay. Moving on. So basically, and we know she was lying to Donovan when she said, I swear that you are the only one I love. Because, come on, you just found the man you really love, your true love, the one you really want. Come on now, Countess. Also in this one, she's planning her wedding. Will Drake wants a big, extravagant wedding, but the Countess, she doesn't want that. She just wants a little simple to something. And, Liz is still mad at her because, the Countess killed Tristan, the man that loved Liz, and she basically had enough with the Countess. She's done with the Countess, basically. So she's not trying to help her with nothing at all. Then in this episode, a lot is going on between Donovan and Iris, and also in this episode, those kids. Remember Alex gave the blood to one of her patients. He killed his parents. In turn, he turned basically his whole classroom. Child, those kids is on a rampage. Out killing the homeless, sucking all their blood. Basically, the Countess confronts Alex and basically tells Alex she has to do something about it. See, I'm jumping ahead because that's in episode 10 that we find out about that. That's in episode 10 when we found out about that. Sorry, y'all. But rewind back to episode 9. So basically, the Countess has had enough. She's done. She despises James March now. She's done. And she basically wants to off people. Then also in this episode, we have people from the porn industry coming into some motel to make the movie. Iris, she checks them in. Then she goes up to the room, slashes the filmmaker's throat, and kills the the woman for blood. The man that's in the porn, well, the guy, that's in the porn, he runs to the bathroom and locks himself in the bathroom. And, Donovan ends up coming in, kicking in the bathroom door. Then he ends up at Ramona's house with the guy. Ramona tells her story, because it's been 20 years. It's been 20 years for her revenge. And she tells her backstory. I'm not going to go into it because I know most of y'all probably already seen this episode. If you haven't seen this episode, see this episode. I'm not going into it. I know it involves Ramona, her mother, and her father. You want to know more about what Ramona did and what happened, then go watch the episode. That's how I'm going to keep it. Y'all know how I run. Y'all know how I do these things. Sometimes I'm detailed, but today I'm not going to be that detailed. I'm just letting you know because it's a triple review, and I'm not gonna get in all these details. This video will end up being probably an hour, and I ain't got time for an hour because I work graveyard shift and I need to get some sleep. Just to let you know. Other than that, so Ramona still wants her revenge. Basically Donovan sets her up because she goes to the motel with Donovan and he set her up. And they end up putting her in a room. Am I jumping ahead? I think I'm jumping ahead to episode 10 on this one. So the episode 10, episode 9 might be intermingled together. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to keep my thoughts together on this. So some of the stuff I'm saying might be episode 10. Some of the stuff I'm saying might be episode 9. They kind of intertwine with one another anyway. Okay. So they ended up putting her in a room because, since they opened up that wall, she ends up wanting a door put on that wall to lock people in. To lock people in and won't be able to get out. What else happens in this episode? Ramona ends up getting to Donovan, basically telling her, because Iris tells him something, basically tells Donovan, you're basically dead. And Ramona's like, she's right. Because, end up capturing her and putting her in what I think they call the hate watch room. Because she ended up putting cameras in there, got a steel door that, no one can penetrate. It's soundproof into where they can watch, watch the hate. So, that's the gist of that. Because, she also, the Countess finds out who let Bartholomew out of the room because Iris ends up telling her it was Ramona Royale. Iris done threw Ramona under the bus. I thought y'all was in cahoots, Iris. And then, Iris basically finds out that Donovan is not over the Countess, that he's a fool in love, he's crazy in love, he doesn't do anything for the Countess. Let that boy go. Basically tells his mother, I don't love you. When I did that, I was weak. Someone please off this man. Please kill him. He got to go. Please kill him. Okay. And so, he ends up following the Countess to the motel and finding out that her swearing that he's the only man she'll love is a lie. Then, hold on one moment. Then, we come to find out. No, I think that's episode 10. See, I can't keep my thoughts together. I think also in this episode, no, I think that's in episode 10 as well. See, you see how I'm jumping ahead? I'm trying to think what's always in episode 9 because I just watched it. Hold on one. I'm trying to remember, y'all. Give me a moment. Okay. So, I think also in this episode, the Countess ends up getting married to Will Drake. You know, everybody keeps warning Will, basically throughout this, that he doesn't need to do it. That he needs to basically run. And Will, you know, a fool, doesn't believe that. So he gets married to her. Goes up to the bar as the Countess goes up to change because they're supposed to be flying out to Paris. Where we already know when the Countess marries Will, she's going to end up murdering him. She also tells Donovan this plan. Tristan already knew this plan, but he's out of the picture already. Just since she killed him. So, so he goes up to the bar after the wedding to have a drink, and then here comes James Marsh. Did I say Marsh? Marsh. Well, JPM. And they have a conversation. He ends up taking Will Drake to see Bartholomew. Drake ends up insulting Bartholomew. The Countess walks in. She's not having it. She knocks him out. Put him in the room, the hate watch room, with Ramona. Now, Will Drake doesn't know Ramona is also a victim of the blood disease. Well, he don't know nothing about the blood disease right now. So he ends up freeing Ramona, finds out they're in the sealed room, and basically states, "Oh, we're going to star." Ramona's like, "Oh, I'm not going to star." Basically slices Will Drake's throat and feeds. Now, then about those kids. Coming back to the kids. Basically, the Countess finds out, that Alex created the boy, and now the boy created the kids. And basically tells Alex she got to do something about it, or she's going to kill her and Holden. Countess ain't having it. So, Alex, she finds the kids. She tries to talk to them, make them come back to the motel. They ain't having it. Then also in this episode, her and Detective Lowe start to reconnect. And sadly, she's not having that because, she had the detective for 5 years and she ain't having it. Basically telling Detective Lowe if she left her, she'll leave you again. I was here for 5 years. She's upset. She is mad because he's basically now trying to lead a normal life, trying to get his family back together. Yes, they had a sex scene. Basically, she involves Detective Lowe into getting the kids retrieved. Kids is stupid. Oh, they are so stupid. Because they had pizza delivered and end up killing the pizza delivery guy. Why do that? Because now, since the pizza delivery guy is missing, you're gonna have police coming to where you live and feed right now because this man is missing and they have your address on file. Are you crazy? Are you for real right now? Kids can be so dumb sometimes. I'm glad I'm single without any. Hallelujah. especially when you don't have parents to guide you, and you're just a group of kids doing this on your own. Are you serious right now? Oh, fool. Fool. But yeah, then she involves John. They go back to where the kids were, see the police were there, because there was a whole bunch of bodies in this house from the kids feeding. Go back to where the kids were. Kids are back there. One of them end up dying because they haven't feed. And basically, if they don't feed, they go into having the measles and basically die. Because remember, the boy had measles. So one of them died. They end up convincing the kids to go to the motel with them. And guess what? Ha ha ha. They took care of it. Guess where they put them? They put them in the hate watch room with Ramona. One of the kids didn't want to go in. And John ended up just pushing the little boy down and said, come on, let's go. And closed the door behind them. Ramona ends up coming out talking about, ooh, appetizers. So we know basically the kids are being taken care of. They basically are gone because Ramona probably going to end up draining each one of them children of their blood. So that's they done for. John, Alex end up, holding out the motel and leaving. Also in this episode, Liz reconnects with her son. And then her and Iris are planning to commit suicide afterwards. But they don't end up doing it. Basically, Liz puts in Iris' head, we need to take over this motel. It's time for we need to take it over this motel, basically. Also in this episode, because the Countess ends up setting up her love's wife because she wants the wife out the picture. She wants her love for herself. So she ends up bringing her over to the motel. They have a little back and forth. But while the Countess is doing this, Donovan sneaks into her love's motel room. They have a back and forth as well. And it's funny how both of them die because both of them end up getting shot in the head. Both of them end up getting shot in the head. And while they're having dinner or whatever you want to call it, the Countess asks Donovan to go clean up her mess before, Will Drake starts to, stink because he's dead. And he's basically like, well, while I'm cleaning up your mess, you can clean up my mess. And basically almost tells her what he did. She goes to the motel room. She's upset. So she's about to just have at it with Donovan. Now, the ending of this episode, I love the ending of this episode. And when you die, I'm not going to the ending yet. Just let you know, I like this in the ending of this episode. If you die in this motel, you stay in this motel. So we also come up on, in this episode, we have the Countess talking to the police, talking about, oh, he's been missing, and then here comes Will Drake walking into the room, basically almost trying to get the Countess arrested, because, he's dead, and he's not a ghost of the motel. And we found out, she's now the legal guardian of Will Drake's son, who is going to receive everything that Will Drake owns. And basically, she's going to be over it while he's growing up until he becomes of age. And she basically tells him if he becomes of age. And he's like, what, you talking about murdering my son? No. She's basically telling him I can make him a blood relative. In other words, turn him. he will never become of age. He will stay the same size and look the same. Okay. Fast forward, because I had to rewind on that one to tell you that. Fast forward. We come to the end. You know, Countess found out what happened to her boo. She comes back to her second. But, you know, he just in the penthouse dancing to all songs. Child boo. And call himself dancing. And the Countess comes in. She is furious because she is crying. And, you know, they had it back and forth, whatever. And she's about to do the do. And, baby, when I tell you Liz and Aries bust in, guns a-blazing. Boom, 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 boom. Them wasn't playing. And I nearly threw my tablet across the room watching this. Yes, I nearly threw my tablet across the room watching them running in, two gun in each hand. Because when I told you they was going to commit suicide, and baby, when I tell you Iris had a spread across that bed, ropes, guns, knives, poisons, to where they was going to take their life. But, you know, Liz changed her mind after meeting her son. Son already knew who she was. Basically told Liz, I have room for another woman in my life. Changed her. Talking about, and then she convinced Iris. That's why they came. You know, that's why I said you heard me in the previous comment saying, why don't we take over this motel? And baby, when I tell you they came in guns a-blazing, guns in both hands. Boo, 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 boo. Yes! Ah! I can't wait for the next episode. I can't wait. If you haven't watched these episodes, go watch them. Once again, this is Aries Mars. Go check out my page, Aries Mars. Like, subscribe, share, email me. You know, I also got another vlog called Let's Talk About It. Come on, give me some topics. Let's talk about it. Also, I might start sharing a little bit on my diabetic journey as well. Because diabetes is a real thing, and a lot of people have it. And some people that have it, you wouldn't really think that they do have it. So, yeah. Get at me. Come on, y'all. Let's do this. Comment. Write down in the comments below. And, oh my gosh, yes. I'm back.